Well, hello everybody. It's Reverend Jack. You're not going to get my infernal greetings because this is a political issue that I want to talk about. I want to talk about a bunch of old farts that are butt hurts because they lost the presidential election. The Republicans are just a bunch of butt hurt old fascists. They're not getting to institute their fascism. They've got a nut job named Sarah Palin running around who's supposed to be the almighty Christian. Well, she gives, even Christians that I've spoke to that I'm friends with say that she gives them a bad name with her running around. It's been, I read an article about her screwing her husband's business partner. She can't even keep her daughters. She's supposed to be such a good Christian, she can't even keep her daughter's legs closed so she doesn't have an illegitimate child. So that makes her, she wants to shoot bears from helicopters. And then when health care reform, she thinks we as America died and turned communist and everything. I'd rather it turn communist than fascist like the Republican Party. Then when the health bill is passed, as people are going in to vote on it, the Republicans are inciting and encouraging people to use racial slurs, gender slurs, orientational slurs, spitting on them, and inciting all other kinds of violences, broken windows and everything else. What do you think would have happened to a Democrat had Sure Bush been in office? They would have been brought up, they'd have been arrested and brought up on at least the ethics committee and kicked out of their political office. And that's what needs to be done now to these freaks that think that they have a right to encourage violence. If you or I were to encourage people to do such acts as they are doing and have been doing, we would be in jail for inciting a riot or whatever your state may call it, inciting violence or whatever. But they continue to do it. It's okay for them to do things like this, but nobody else can do it. And look at the latest thing that was just in the news just the other day about their wild party. They're violating everything that's ethical and a lot of laws, and they're getting away with it. Well, it's now time that the people of this country that believe in inequality and freedom to put their feet down and tell these butt-hurt freaks that they need to go get some preparation H and put on their sore ass. Number one, they're pissed off because when the health bill passed, it showed just how much of lying hypocrites that they are. If you want to know when a Republican politician's telling the truth, the lips are moving. Am I saying this just because I'm a Democrat? No. I'm saying if I saw a Democrat doing it, and I've criticized Democrats, I would say the same thing. I don't care. Party is a party. Only the Republican Party is butthurt because, number one, a black man beat them in a presidential election, and number two, because when a black man got health care that makes the government become more responsive to the people of the country that needs the country's help, it expels them to be blatant liars. They lied and tried to scare people. And then when the health bill passed, they found out that the Republicans all lied to them. Grand old party? It should be grand old pricks, but it should really have the initials changed to GOL. Grand old liars. Not a word that they have in their propaganda was true. This health care bill is going to help so many people, the elderly and people with disabilities and everything else, yet the Republicans wanted to scare you. It didn't happen. It came through, and when you read the bill, it's for your benefit. What hurt the Republicans is they couldn't turn a profit off of it, because that's all the Republicans are concerned for. raping countries for oil, and taking money out of your pockets. Read the bill and look at it, and you'll see. They're just hurt because a black man beat them in the elections, and a black man had a better health care bill. I don't give a shit if you're purple. If you're better at the job, you deserve the job. I don't give a damn if you're purple, green, gay, straight, male, female, transgender, whatever. The Republicans, though, they're only concerned with keeping power and turning this into a fascist country. Hell, vote independent, whatever. But it's time we put our foot down and we demand that every one of those senators and congresspersons are held accountable for their actions and their deplorable actions that they've been displaying just because their butt hurt. Well, they need to grow the fuck up. Yes, most of them are 2 days old and dirt and about to get out of politics, but they're teaching young politicians the wrong way to go. So it's time for people to start calling your Republican congressmen and congresswomen and tell them that you're sick of their deplorable actions, and it's time to tell Congress itself that those people need to be pulled up and be made accountable for their actions. Don't think for a second that the state you live in, whether they define it as inciting a riot or inciting violence, don't think for a second if you did their actions, you wouldn't be in jail. So let's all step up to the plate, and let's tell them bigots that we're no longer going to take their crap. What's going through and is more slowly passing is for our good. Our country should take care of our health bills. We've worked and paid the taxes. We're entitled to good health without having to worry about where our next meal is going to come because we have to pay out our ass for health care. Until the next time, thank you for listening to this rant. Please post any and all video responses and text responses so that they will know we're sick of the Republicans trying to commit what I perceive, and if you perceive, as atrocities, and their lies, and bigotry, number one. And if you agree with me, I don't care whether you're pagan or half of paganism. I don't care if you're Christian, but most radical Christians support the lunacy of the Republican Party. But if you're a Christian that's open-minded and understands how things work in the world instead of just blinded, or if you're even Islamic, or you're whatever you want to be, if you agree with this, mirror it. Feel free to mirror it. And pass it along and share it. It's time for us to take back our country and stop them good old boys in the back room coming up with negative responses to positive programs. Thank you.